knucklehead.
Alright, everybody. Right now I'm just doing just a little VF, you know, whether it's training mode or ranked. Just a little bit before we do an actual real late night show tonight. So this one could end anytime within the hour or hour and a half, but should be fun. There's a few things I want to get done tonight before I do the late night stream, but I do plan to stream tonight. Yeah, just, yeah, lots of good stuff. But yeah, hey Tricky. Yeah, we always do our late night stuff. It's the schedule that works for me, but it is crazy times. I'll try to do earlier stuff sometimes, but during the daytime is when I have to try to squeeze in all the stuff, you know, go to the bank, etc. So good to see you. How are you doing, Tricky? I'm really glad you guys did what you did for Juicebox. I think that's awesome. Alright, let's hope this... Okay, 2,672 matches. That should be real matches. Hopefully it's not somebody that's just farming trophies. But at that rank, maybe it is. You know?
Round one.
Yeah.
Ready, go!
Okay, it's real. Excellent. Very nice. I do need to work on sidetrain game. I think both of us could. Sometime we should do a session for that. So that's a good test of how slow it is for me to let go of my buttons and evade to the back. And I didn't evade time that time. That's it. I like this guy. Now I'm gonna fight him serious. So I thought I got that. Nice. That's always a good flowchart because someone like me who likes to evade your ECD, Hawk Kick always punishes the crap out of me. Unless I do something like this, right? And right now I'm slow on my options, and that's okay. So I got a lot of training against this from Paul. Like Paul has trained me a lot on how to deal with this stuff. That was an awesome low punch. Alright, low punch reversal. I like this Akira very much. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I really like him. Okay, I meant to do 4P. Somehow I guess we have a stuttery connection because that registered as 4-4P. So that's very interesting. That's okay. 4-4P is a very fast attack. It's a half circular in the way that people don't evade Leon, so I don't mind that. But that was caught me off guard. Hey, One Deadly Venom. I'm good. Wonderful to see you, my friend. I'm a late night person, so this is my time zone. So this player plays a lot like both Paul's and Setsuna. It's kind of surprising. That was cool. That was cool. They don't get up much. They seem to be afraid of tech rolls. So maybe it's because of they're reacting to online that their choices are the way they are. I have a feeling that online has a factor in their choices. There's a lack of confidence in certain things. There's an early commitment. violet rubber grommet that fits the knee lever. Hey, good to see you, Ali Explorer. It's been a long time. Where I can find a violet rubber grommet that fits the knee lever. That would be a crown style grommet, right? I don't particularly know where to go. I would definitely ask around either Korean grommet sniffers or Buttercade if you're in the Buttercade. But Korean grommet sniffers especially. This is an interesting flowchart they've got. Let's try this. Okay, they know side. So that's a good question. Which knee lever? Is it the newer knee O lever or the classic knee lever? Version 1. Yeah. Oh, you're asking. Good. Now they're doing. Because I chose poorly. I didn't realize like that. That was my bad. Good to know. That was so good. That was so good. Oh, I love it. This person, they know a lot of what I like to do. This is good. This is really good. I hope I get to fight them again. That was a lot of fun. I see. Yeah, ask one Deadly Venom, they'll know. So, but Tricky, really good to have you in here earlier. So, I hope we get to spar soon. I'll try to come in early sometime. Alright, let's do this. I'm itching to fight. I'm itching for this rematch. Alright, let's do this Ravenous. I like your Akira. Let's do this.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Very interesting. Okay, so they're always going after my... Good, let's bait them more. Man. Really? I should punish.
Bring out. Round 3. Ready, go!
Is this just Paul on an alt? They play a lot like Paul. They play a lot like Paul. That was good. I like that. I like that. Hop in the low kick. Very good. We're gonna learn the window for that. Interesting.
Bring out. Round 5. Ready, go! My time is here.
Akira's amazing, yeah. I know you would love Akira. Right now I am playing on the same lever that I brought to Japan, so I'm playing on the Victrix with the golden lever and gamer finger buttons. The golden lever is tuned as you saw, however the difference is I'm using a ball top right now, just out of convenience. Because when I went to the airport, when I was packing to the airport, I put a ball top on instead of a bat top. Good. Good. Had the right idea, but the range wasn't right.
Ready,
Yeah, this really feels like I'm fighting Setsuna or Paul. They're doing the same stuff that they kind of do. They did stuff more that Setsuna would do, because Setsuna is not that good. Yep. Good game. Good game. So they're doing, like, this plays a lot like Setsuna right now, actually. So it's quite interesting. It's good. It's good. Definitely fights like somebody that knows me. That's good. Alright. Okay. Let's play my game now. The problem is I can't whiff, so that's hard. So much like Setsuna. No, well, it just feels like the way, but it could be somebody that studies that. But there are a lot of Akiras that play this way. This is really good though. I don't mind fighting Smurf stuff for Biz.
round 3. Ready, go! Round 4.
Hello. Yeah. Good to see you, Hishiwaka. Man, automatic delays. Very good game. I really enjoy fighting them though. But it feels so familiar because they're doing a lot of the game plan of Setsuna specifically. With Paul's different in that Paul would be rushing, dashing elbows, or changing the certain game plans. This one feels so much like Setsuna, but not exactly the same, but using similar tools against me. So it's good. That's the whole part of the training. Hey, Shiwapan, good to see you. Shiwapan, how are you doing? It was so wonderful to meet you, finally. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling better, but at the same time, you're ready for the next time. Are you excited for Beat Tribe Cup? And are you still going to Global Showdown? But I'm very honored that you stopped by my stream. Thank you so much, Silicon. I need to execute better. Let me practice that. I need to improve. I need to learn so many things from Silicon. So I'll practice it right now. My 2P movement is not good. I'm trying to improve it right now, so train myself. But thank you for stopping by and saying hello. It's so happy to see you, and it was such an honor to meet you, like I said. Right now I'm trying to practice evade cancels, because especially two-player side, because two-player side is the weak side. But I should train my correct response, right? But I don't know them against Ali. Yep, that's a bad idea there. What's fun is using Leon's 2K, if you know that EX high coming. So. Let's see if it is Ravenous again. Ravager. Tengu Man. Oh my gosh, Tengu Man's very strong. Oh, this is a new generation player in America from Chicago. They started playing not too long ago. They get so strong in 2 years. 2 years they get so strong. Yeah, Tengu Man's Go and Aoi so good. So technically against Wolf I should do ECD to the front and cancel. I'm not good at this, but I'm gonna try to do it. Alright, let's try to fight Tengu Man though. I'm so good. Alright, Tengu Man, let's do this. I do need wolf training. I need wolf training so bad.
Ready, go!
So the thing is, Tengu Man knows me. I have no idea what to expect from his wolf. Good game. Good game. Tengu Man has gotten so much stronger too, so let's see if I can get revenge.
Stay on your feet when you fight.
Normally I don't have this much trouble against Wolf, but it's more that Tengu Man is a very smart player, and I'm really scared of Tengu Man actually. So let's see what I can do. As you can see from my low match count, I don't play ranked much either, but that's not
Round
affecting.
one. Ready, go!
Alright, he just goes for attack. So, very safe. Okay. We'll do it.
Ready, go! Round 3. Ready, go! Round 4. Ready, go! Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
Why normal hit? Why was that
Got
normal?
the train, eh?
I don't think it was meaty timing. So. Guess it was. Alright.
Round 1. Ready, go! Ring out! Round 2. Ready, go!
Okay, he's not gonna fall for it, so. Okay.
Round 3. Ready, go! My time is here! Excellent! Round 4. Ready, go! Yes! My time is here! Knockout!
Thank you very much, Tenguman.
I want a serious fight!
I'm doing really good, Space Time. I hope you got my message. Next week I'm going to Seattle on Wednesday. Just, day trip. So we're going, leaving Portland at noon, coming back around 2 in the morning. Because they've got an offline session in Seattle. So I was letting you know that if you want, you're welcome to join. Alright, Tengu Man, always good to fight you. It's you, right? Yes. Alright, Tengu Man, let's do this. Tengu Man is very smart. They're gonna make adjustments based on that last set. So,
Round 1.
let's see.
Ready, go!
you feel better by the end of the week. Nice. Tried to let him hit me. Alright, let's be smart. Let's be smart. Come on. That was good. Good game. Good game. I shouldn't let myself open, but that's okay. That was a really good game. Thank you very much, Tinkerbell.
Beautiful. Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Nice. Thought I did it the correct way, but I didn't. Okay.
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
So the problem is I have trouble letting go of the buttons in time. Very good. Alright, let's play super smart. Good game. Good set, good set.
Wrestling is the ultimate sport.
I will get stronger in the wolf match. Hello, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. Tangoman is from America. He's from Chicago. He's a very strong player, and he's new. Like, he only played maybe 2 years. Very strong. Very strong, yeah. Let's see. G-Kendo 4, good to see you. How are you doing today? Alright, here's yellow bar. Oh, pink click. I'm doing good. You know, everybody's been doing good. I missed Japan already, but I'm doing great. I'm working on my side trip flow here. Was that you that I fought earlier? Did I fight you just now? Okay. I'm gonna be heading to send my kids to bed soon. Alright, Ravenous is here. Ravenous feels like an Akira I fought before. They really feel a lot like Setsuna, but Setsuna is flying... isn't even back in the US yet, so it's not Setsuna. But it feels so familiar, and they know my tendencies, so it's really interesting. So maybe it is Tengu Man playing as Akira. But yeah, Rank is doing okay. Last night we had an amazing room, and I'll do room again like tonight. Oh man, that's too bad. What? Okay, that's too bad. But yeah, Ranked was doing okay. Let's see. Yeah, so what's everybody been up to? I hope VF has been treating everybody well. Let's see. I should check the socials because I put a lot of messages out there. Nice. Congratulations, Taco Guy. Taco Guy, it was awesome. It was good to see you on Sunday. And yeah, and your wolf seems really good. Seems like it's doing well. So congratulations on the new rank. Yeah, those are people trying to get trophies. Those are the trophy hunters, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this game did the cardinal sin of making it possible to get like the trophies that just use a mashing controller. Actually, the Shun combo is this and this. Nope. That's right. Shun combo is this. Nope. There we go. That's the Shun combo. Whoops. What? Okay. Oh, was that Punker that's playing Akira? Is Ravager Punker? Good to see you, Tinkerman. I had a lot of fun fighting with you, man. Awesome wolf, keep it up. I really enjoyed fighting your wolf.
Round one. Ready, go!
I'll consider your offer. Thank you very much. Let's see. Though right now I'm not really looking at any of that, but that's but I appreciate it. So thank you. Alright, let's see.
Round two. Ready, go!
And I am gonna check the DMs. Anybody have any questions? I might send the kids to bed and then come back later for the late night show. Let's see.
Knockout. Round three. Ready?
Okay, stagger break. Good question. Okay. Stagger break. Let's show the input so you can see. I'll show you a few different methods. Taco Guy, are you using gamepad or arcade stick? I forgot. Using stick, good. Okay, so a couple things. Let's go over what happens in a stagger. Is it that? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So, right? Okay. Watch how the stick goes from green to red. You're supposed to stagger during the red. The green inputs won't matter. Okay. So also, okay. Typical stagger. A lot of people like to do press guard, spin the stick, and mash punch and kick. This is the most popular method. If you go to Japanese arcades, this is what you'll see. That said, it's actually fine to do this. Okay? And that's because cardinal directions have greater weight. But the main things to understand is that when you're staggered, you're actually supposed to wait for... In online, you're supposed to do slightly before that thing turns red. But... I'm pretty bad at this, so that's why I use this one. I'm so bad at this. Like, especially online. Like, I am bad at stagger break, but that's the gist. Right, so let's wait. Let's see if I can wait. Man, it's so hard. I'm so bad at this. I swear I used to be good at this one. Like, I can break it offline, but right now I'm struggling. And this is hitting it too early. But an easier one, I would be fine. Yeah. It could be that. It could be that. Zenya, can you remind me which player you are? Because I forgot. Like your Twitch handle is different from your from your other handle. So. Oh, VFKO. Yeah. Let's try that. Nope. Normally I can break this, so. So hard, right? This is the one that you gotta do, though. This is like the one you have to train yourself to do in offline, because Lao is not supposed to get away with it. Actually, it's probably true that Lao can do the PPP. So let me fix that. Because this is what I think C Money will do that. So let's record. No. Yeah, we'll do that one. It's okay to shake before, but it won't count those. And what I found is people have a drop off, so the more that they time it, the better. Let's see. It's like that one, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, like doing early doesn't punish you, except some people's techniques be faster when they some people's stagger break is fastest at the start, right? That's when you're most tense. So yeah. It just takes quite a bit, but you can do that left-right method as I showed you. And so the left-right method is really good because the diagonals are what count less. And that's the argument against the circle. But everyone in Japan does the circle method. Everyone in Japan does the hit guard, spin the stick in a circle while mashing PK. Now this part, mashing P and K, is really important. Similarly, when you're waking up, if you want to stand up in place without tech rolling quick rise, but you want to get it fast, spin the stick around while mashing punch. Or like this. When you're waking up. Let's just do that. Right, like that. But similarly, mold guard, and then like to get up fast the other way. Hold down, mash, guard, and punch alternately. That way you don't accidentally do a kick, right? Or up and kick. Or like up GP. This does matter. And it matters for waking up with like rising attack too. this is like how you want to go with waking up. Wolf elbow drop setups? Okay, I'll do that. Octus, okay, yeah, the Octus setup for golden lever. Yeah. Let me see. My box is in the way. Okay. So the Octa lever setup is a bull top setup. It's pretty good. It's pretty tight, if I remember. It's generally you can find the specs if you go to golden lever, and then you go to the section where they actually sell the golden lever itself. Then there's a link to the instructions. So you scroll down, and you have golden lever manual. And in the golden lever manual, you see what the current specs are. So the Octa setup is 12 meter. Okay, so it's a bull top. Bull top I like, but I do find it to be the most controversial of the tops because there are people that love it right away, and there are people that don't like it for quite a while. It's not everyone's choice, but people that love it really love it. And the golden lever bull top is very lightweight, which I like, and it sits low, which I also like. But if you use the Nobi bullet top, it's heavier, it's smaller, and it sits up higher. To get the similar effect with the bull top, while the weight won't be the same, you could put 2 washers underneath it, but no more than 2 washers. They come with washers. The 2 washers you would put underneath the bull top, and that would raise it and make it feel a lot more like the Nobi bullet top, except that it doesn't feel the same. The Nobi bullet top is like smaller, like narrower and heavier. I like the bull top a lot, actually. I'm more comfortable with the bull top than even the Nobi bullet top. But it's one where I can't give recommendations except to say that it's cool, I like it, but everybody feels different on a bull top or a bullet top from any company. Some people like the Sanjux one, right? Some people like the Cool Bear, which is a hard one to get now. But the bullet tops all have their own little thing. They're good for gripping, so you grip it better. And I do think the levers that tend to use bullet tops are good player 1 and 2 balance, is what I like about it. That said, about the Octa setup itself, it's using an octagonal collar, and you can always change that, of course. I used to hate Octagate, but nowadays I'm okay with it because, I got used to Circle Gate. It's 12 millimeter, which means it's very tight throw on the Octa setup, tighter than the Japanese throw. This 12 millimeter width, that is more akin to using like the Auto V5 setup, which is what a lot of Virtua Fighter players really like. It's just that a lot of Virtua Fighter players would prefer like a square gate or something. But for Tekken is very cool, but this is probably very tight for Tekken, right? This is probably trying to be like a Japanese leverish for Tekken, is what that Octa setup kind of is. But most Korean lever setups for Tekken are very large throw, using a much smaller shaft, a 9mm shaft, and using a higher tension. This one uses a very light tension. So this is like ultra Japanese, but with a bull top and with an octagon. That's what this setup is. Well, actually, it's using a green. Sorry, green is actually the amount of tension I use. It's very nice. It's a medium tension build. Sorry for saying that wrong earlier. The actuator reflects that it's using 12mm. It's using a 16.5mm black bearing. This actually makes the actuation have a little more dimension to it, meaning you got to move a little more than maybe default. So it's good. It's still a big actuator, but for a 12mm shaft, I probably would have gone with a 17mm actuator to match that, which is a really big actuator, but that's to compensate for the fact that you're moving very little. So this thing is still wanting to have some space before you actually hit the switches, but it's still a very tight throw. So it's a very interesting concept that they went with the Octa setup. I do believe from the Octa setup you can customize to a lot of Japanese style builds from it. If you preferred Korean levers, traditional Korean levers that are circle, then I would say go with the Korean lever for sure instead. And if you wanted a hybrid, go with the new hybrid setup instead. But if you lean towards, like, you like Japanese levers, but you want to try more octagate, and you want to try a different handle, like the bull top, then the Octa setup is very good for that because it's very Japanese leaning in its specifications, except that it's got a little higher tension than what is normally used in the Japanese setups. So that's how I would break the Octa setup for golden lever. I hope that made sense. You can tell me if that's confusing and I can clarify. Obsidian 2 is looking really good. Now that people have done breakdowns of the Obsidian 2, it looks way better than I thought. But at that price point, there's a lot of things to think about because I tend to buy from the boutique market. But you know, the boutique market's going to have to raise its prices too. So we'll see what the price on the boutique market ends up being. Right now we're comparing to the boutique market a year ago. Prices set a year ago. But Obsidian 2 is kind of where a premium lever is sitting nowadays when you factor in all the costs. Yeah, if you like octagates, is really good, you know. It's something like a circular gate, but you can feel the angles. And at the same time, Seimitsu does like notch square, and notch square sometimes kind of feels a little bit like an octagate in a way, and I like it. You know, I like feeling every single direction. It was really cool when I used the notched gates. While they're not octagates, I played enough with circle gates and I played enough with octagates. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Nowadays I can play any of those gates, but they all have a little different feel. For Virtua Fighter, I really prefer the square. I just, you know, especially because of the techniques we use. Like, so techniques we use in Virtua Fighter. Like I've said to others, the biggest deal with Virtua Fighter is your stick is at neutral like a lot. So you know, that for a Korean lever user that might mean like, well, why don't more people use neutral? But Japanese players who play on JLF are just used to controlling neutral with their hand. JLF has such a light tension, that kind of nebulous that floats to neutral, but it doesn't swing hard though, right? Sometimes you go on the Seimitsu lever and they're awesome, but that heavier spring means you might get like a rebound effect, right? But look at the, like right now my golden lever, the neutral is not bouncing much, but that is the extreme. This is the extreme, right? I do get a little bit of that. I do get a little bit because I'm using that green tension. If I actually lowered the tension, I wouldn't have this. Also, I'm using a black body to give it a more snappy neutral. But again, my hand is not going to let it when I'm actually playing. I don't actually flick my stick when I play. Ray remembers the old Mortal Kombat 2 days. This is how we did Raid and Teleport, was to flick the stick and let it like hit up, like let it swing to up, right? Because of the American stick's heavy spring, right? So, but Ray actually, I think Ray didn't do that. I think Ray was like, this is what everybody does, but I think Ray always manually went down up. Like, I think Ray was always about full control, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. But I think that's what Ray used to do in the Mortal Kombat 2 days, was manually do it. But he did thought it would, but I think he found it funny that players would like flick the stick. Yeah, but Ray was always about manually going down up. You know, like real control. Not relying on the spring. Yeah, but anyhow, when I play VF, I'm not going to let it go past neutral. So I don't have to worry about the neutral rebound. But I also, my technique kind of brings it back to neutral anyways. But I am using a high enough tension that it's snapping to neutral in a very nice way. And my hands won't let it go past. The motions that get tricky, that test the levers for Virtua Fighter, 4-3. Right? If I'm Leon and I want to launch somebody, this one is my bound. And if I miss it, it sucks. It sucks so bad. If I get this instead, it's horrible. I get this instead, you know. But VF is generous. Like, I can even kind of almost Tiger Knee it. You know, it almost lets me Tiger Knee it as long as I do it at the right time. You know? But you'd be surprised how much you miss it. Like, this is what happens on a Korean lever. Because down has a bigger range than the diagonals are thinner on most Korean setups. So You get this, maybe this, but this is rare. When you're trying to get this, you know, when you're trying to get this, getting like this is not fun. Getting this is not fun. But a lot of players that are used to Korean levers mastered those directions. So then that means that lever is right for them. Yeah. But octagates are really nice in that they have a little more coverage of the diagonals than a circle gate for some reason. I don't know if that's really true. What they do offer though is they offer a physical feeling of the direction, and then you can work from that. So that's what's really cool about octagates. I think the Sanwa JLX is going to be interesting because it's going to encourage some people, to try asymmetric setups, which is what I built for Adam Yuki. Adam Yuki, his lever up is shorter, so when he hits up forward, up, or up back, he doesn't have to move the stick almost much at all. I built it so that direction was very short, but everything else was more normal. So, and then VF, that's really cool. I think GT, Gentleman Thief, would actually prefer to do that with the down direction. And that's because GT does a technique of just, like, being able to just react to mids by doing this. He, like, sees you doing a mid, stand block. He sees you do another thing, stand block. He sees you doing a high throw, stay down, or attack. He sees you do a low throw, attack, or stay, or stand up, But you can't really stand up against low throw, so he would have to attack. He would do it. So, but GT is really good at doing this and just reacting from the crouch position. Really hard, really hard to deal with. But another common motion, ECD. I hear a lot of people talk about ECD. I think ECD is easier from the up direction. I think Paul68KDMD likes to do it from the down direction, so he's used to this motion. But I think you can get used to this, where you flick with your thumb, and then you crush it down with your finger. And then the other side, I will do more of a this, whereas you'll notice typically my crouch dash is 3-2-3. So it's like this, right? That's my fuzzy guard. And that's my ECD, right? And I go back to neutral guard. And then things that I was practicing today, evade, dash, cancel. So I evade, failed evade, cancel the failed evade with the dash, and then cancel the dash with the guard. Now you can, in Virtua Fighter, you can cancel forward dash with the guard, like this. But you can't do it with backdash. Look at this. Like backdash, I'm screwed. Can't do it. The game will not let you guard cancel the backdash. It will let you attack cancel with the backdash. It will not let you guard cancel with the backdash. So you run the risk of getting hit. And if you get hit from backdash, you get counter hit. So even from here. See? Red hit, red. Red hit, right? But you can cancel evade. You can cancel backdash with evade, with a failed evade, and with a normal evade. So that's why we tend to do this. And this is safer. Backdash, evade, backdash. You can still get hit. Circulars, and you can get it. And even if I do something like this, because this is an attack animation, this can cause the opponent to get locked into an evade. So, for example, see, he got stuck in the evade there. If I time it right, it will get him locked into it. Counter hit. Slow attack makes it easier. But you can also do this too. So regular evade should be thought of as like parries in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, actually. If you think of evades like parries, it kind of helps you. Kind of helps you understand what's going on with them to a degree. Because it's similar. It's something you should do on the defensive when you're minus. Something because it requires that the opponent already be in an attack. Now later on, of course, you can evade somebody that's doing slow strings. So yeah. But again, backdash, you can't guard cancel backdash. But you can totally look at how fast I cancel a forward dash. This is me going guard on crouch dash, right? Backdash, crouch backdash, can't. Right? Crouch backdash, I'm doing the full crouch backdash. And crouch backdash, same penalty as backdash. If I get hit while doing this, counter hit. It's just so bad. And if I get side kicked, I'm staggered on my butt and can get comboed. Yeah, so this game, if you're gonna backdash, maybe consider backdash evade, and consider whether you're evading to Lao's back, which is down right now, or Lao's front, which is up. I switch it over. Down is to where his back is facing, or where his front foot is. His front is where his back foot is. His front is where his chest is facing, which is in the up direction. Yeah, well, there's Korean backdash, right? And there's this, right? But Virtua Fighter 4 through Virtua Fighter 5 did have really powerful crouch backdash. So you had like you did have kind of the crouch backdash, Korean stepping. I mean, Korean step came from Virtua Fighter 3. That's where it began. You know, Virtua Fighter 3, Max Battle Tournament, Akira Kid, now known as Shinzu. Akira Kid dominated the Max Battle International Tournament in Japan. He beat the Taiwanese players, the UK players, the Singapore players, and the Japanese players. And he did it dominating with Korean step. Now the Taiwanese also became very good, so there was something called the Taiwan step as well. But the Koreans and the Taiwanese were like the best for quite a while with their stepping. And the way the Taiwanese train is also really interesting. But Virtua Fighter 3 is when Korean step began. And that was with Akira Kid. Just dancing all over the competition. And VF3 has a lot of similarities to that Tekken flow. And when you play VF3, you need to know if your attack is going to hit or whiff. Your spacing needs to be good. And you need to know your options from the range, because if you whiff, you're pretty dead in that game, especially like if you whiff a low punch, because in that game you whiff a low punch, well, you were definitely in range of the elbow, so you're going to get elbow staggered, and then you were forced into a guessing game. But they also have other things too that would wreck you. Jackie would have elbow kick, and Jackie has a combo which was elbow kick into pounce. In VF3, that's pretty much guaranteed. That's like a third of your life from a very simple decision. So if you whiffed your low punch in Virtua Fighter 3, Jackie just got a third of your life. So yeah, so you had to, but then suddenly someone dancing all over makes it a lot harder, right? Just like in Tekken. And that Virtua Fighter 3 is the analog Virtua Fighter, and it is a wonderful game. But Virtua Fighter 3 is like that. Virtua Fighter 4 began what I call modern VF, which is making the evades less like what Tekken has now, but more like this, like a third strike parry, where you're doing it as a response, like you do it when you're in a defensive situation, or if you're reacting to the string at a very good timing, but the timing has to be spot on. I don't think VF3 is Kusugi. I think VF3 is awesome. I think that's why Japan still has an active scene for VF3. Like, VF3 is an awesome game. Watching Chibita fight against Kage at EVO in VF3 TV was awesome. That was just so cool. Oh, man. Let me see if I can get that. I mean, sorry that I don't have, that I'm not streaming from a PC. I think Griffey was the one who shared it, so. Griffey Bones. Tweet. Search Twitter. Griffey Bones. Chavita. No? Really? That's sad. Let's just do Chavita VF3. But we're getting like an old match that was really good from back in the day with that. But the match from Evo in the VF3 tournament was so cool. Like that was class. That was class. So I'll just go to Griffey Bones' Twitter and go all the way back to like 2 weeks ago. 14 days. We're gonna find it soon. Even though Griffey does post a lot of videos, of course. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. This is Chavita. Oh, it doesn't look so good. That doesn't look so hot, really? That's like impossible to look at. Can I lower the screen brightness? Will that work? Yeah, that'll work. Okay.
And 4, where it launches on normal hit, I think.
I mean, this is Virtua 3 tournament battle at EVO, Japan 2023, Chavita.
Chibita's playing on paper, just a little.
Yeah, stream on the stream. I mean, this is the spacing you guys like, right? This is like using evades in a way that's more how you would imagine to it in an intuitive level. But I still love the modern Virtua Fighter evades. I really love that because it's about decisions and situation checking. But this is analog situation checking.
Oh, no punish.
I might have met Goikage. I can't remember if I did though. I did meet Yogo, but oh, Gorilla. I did not meet Gorilla. I did not meet Gorilla Kage. Yeah, so that was such a fun match. Yeah, I didn't go to that. That was in a different hall. I was pretty much stuck in the main hall. But yeah, they had the VF3 event in another hall. I wish I saw that. Chavita must have been running back and forth to tournament, you know. So yeah. They are still around. There are places where they're playing VF3 a lot, yeah. I don't know the places where they're playing VF3 a lot, but they are. VF3 is still very much alive. Like VF4, not Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tune, everyone's favorite, not alive. Virtua Fighter 3 Tournament, very alive. And I think Homestake here even has a head-to-head cabinet in his place. So, you know. And I think Jin Kage has the cabinet in his place. But yeah, Virtua Fighter 3 Tournament Battle is a lot of people's favorite. Yeah. It's still very alive there. And it is still played at certain arcades. Yeah, I saw lots of Super Turbo. I did see a good amount of Super Turbo in Japan. Like machines, you know, so that's always alive. And then certain puzzle games, certain shooters, yeah. I think for stepping it should be either or, but I do think what the compromise, not compromise, but the addendum is the offensive move, right? Tapping up neutral then all three, or down neutral and all three, right? And so again, as I taught you, Taco Guy, this is the evade you use when your opponent is defending, when they're not attacking, when they're not throwing, and you do this and suddenly you're on side, right? And this matters because of the frame data. So let's go to frame data here. this is a jab, right? +5 advantage. +5 advantage. This is side turn +7 advantage. Okay. Now the bigger damage, the more frame data. So 0 +3, right? So we went from +2 to +3. What's a big one? What's a really big one that doesn't knock down? The hard part is I need a big one that doesn't knock down. Set the AI to guard. Okay. Let's see. -4, -7. Let's do 6, right? 6 is hard to deal. 3. Actually, the cutoff is 25. At 25, it's like +5. If the base damage of the move is 25, it'll go like +5, or quite a bit on here, even bigger. But yeah, and so you can. I'll point to you on the section on VFDC, but it's really huge. No, Cherry MX switches, the levers that are using it are the Quanba. Quanba has a line of sticks. So if you get the Quanba drone, that's using a Quanba lever with Cherry MX switches. They have two types. They have two Quanba levers that have, one has Omron switches, also keyboard switches, and one has, I'm gonna do an impressions of those because I have them, but we'll see how much I actually play with them. But they're using those. But for levers, I really do like classic micro switches. But you can customize the Quanba. They built the assembly so that it's gonna use those. But I really think you're gonna break switches pretty fast and then change them more often. Yeah, but yeah, Cherry MX gives you a lot of customization. So Quanba has built a lever system that uses keyboard micro switches, so you can change them. And yeah, I'll give them a shot. I'll try them out. They've been around since they were launched around Evo of last year. They were launched around just before Evo of last year, and they are in some of Quanba's controllers. So the Quanba drone, and certain models of the Q8 in China. The Q8's really cool. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna send my kids to bed and do my late night snack. But tonight I do plan to be back on with the late night show. We're gonna have other players. I believe we'll have Dennis0201, maybe Rental Animator, but I think Rental Animator is gonna be busy with work during this season. But I am gonna rally anybody that wants to join. If you want to play with us, please play with us. It's a lot of fun. But usually late night we have some monsters that fight. So I'm gonna be back probably in an hour or so with that. So let's try to. I don't know if I can raid from my phone, but that would be nice to do. But if anyone has any other question, I'm happy to answer them before I head off. It's always good to have everyone here. Okay. Yeah, mobile just doesn't want me to do this at all. Mobile doesn't want me to copy the iPad. That's got it. I got it here. But yeah, if you have questions about levers, happy to answer them. Questions about Virtua Fighter, questions about Japan, questions about Japanese players, happy to answer any of those. It's wonderful to be back though, but I miss Japan already. So I'm dealing with Japan withdrawal. Wish me luck with that. But it helps, like last night having an amazing session, Sunday having an amazing Open League, and today having a good session with you guys. I got to fight against Tengu Man, who is a person I always want to fight against. Tengu Man is just, strong member of the new generation of players. Also right now, Juicebox is Juicebox is here. Let's rate Juicebox because he's spreading the love of King of Fighters 13. I like King of Fighters 13 a lot. I really do. And then we'll be back here a little later. So, how does Japan see America VF? Okay. You know, I think Japanese culture tends to have a self-assuredness in how they see things. They take a lot of things as fact. And so, I think if anything, they're open-minded to Americans, and they're fascinated. But of course, they do believe they're stronger, and rightfully so. But it's not like this arrogance. So the way like Aopai describes Gentleman Thief is he's kind of a genius, which is their way of saying he's a genius, right? When they say Chanchai is a genius player, they're not saying I'm a genius. They're saying I'm a crazy player who does like bizarre ways to win a round, who makes wild plays like Chibita. So that's what they call a genius player. But when they talk about Gentleman Thief, they say, Gentleman Thief, he's kind of a genius. That actually means they think he's a genius. Now, I think they think that if he lived in Japan, he would be insanely strong. That he's really smart. They're impressed that in America, under the conditions that he's in, he becomes as strong as he is. They're fascinated with American VF. They want to play American VF players. And if they see that the American VF player is behind or missing something, they want to help them. So there's no animosity in it, and it's not really looking down. It's not like that. It's just they are really happy that American VF players love VF also, and that made them very happy. They love fighting Dark Nova because Dark Nova is not shy to ask to play. They like that more than anything. In fact, you know, the players that are developing in Japan, they're afraid to talk to the top players in Japan because there's a high power distance ratio, there's a high respect, so they're like, I'm unworthy. But Nova comes in, can we play? And then when he loses, he's like, can we play again? That makes them happy. And I'm always letting them know I'm having fun. I don't care if you're beating me up. Like I fought Aopai, and he was beating me up, but at the same time, I started to fight my way in those matches better. I started to improve, and I just told him I'm having so much fun, even if I'm still getting beat up, you know. But actually, I did pretty well after a while. I think they're impressed with. I do think they're honestly impressed with a lot of American players. You know, and they respond to players that are more forward, even if they're not. So like Shidosha, they respond very well to. But of course, Adam can speak Japanese, so they're okay. They can talk to Adam, so they know, and they know Adam. So the Japanese VF players, like anywhere else, they love VF, and they love anybody who loves VF, as long as they're not an asshole. They really love VF. And so they're also humbled in their position nowadays, right? I mean, I think back in the day we could be more cocky because Virtua Fighter did dominate the arcade era in Japan. Like it didn't dominate, but it was like the #1 game, you know. Partly because Sega has arcades everywhere, but it had high respect and prestige and cachet. But everybody knows nowadays it's an older person's game, that there's not as many young people playing it. So when I asked them about EVO Japan, it meant a lot to them. They said they're so happy that Virtua Fighter was a main game at EVO Japan. They don't complain about EVO Japan the way everybody else is because they're just glad to be there. You know, they're just grateful to be there. But we did have a lot of players, and it was very busy. And I saw all levels of skill in Japan. At EVO Japan, I had opponents that were beginner level, and I had opponents that were intermediate and strong. And I would say, you know, the players I lost to were the only players that I fought in the tournament, in tournament matches that were actually stronger than me. I didn't lose to somebody weaker. Well, the person I did lose last to, the person that I lost on day 2, I would say I'm about the same level as her. And that's the artist Alpha, who used to play King of Fighters 14. And after 14, 15 wasn't her thing, but at the very least she's into VF now. So she really loves VF, has a really strong go, and we had really good matches. And I think we're about similar in skill. I think we have different skill sets, but I think we're about similar in skill. So I accepted my loss completely, but at the same time, it was really fun, and I almost won it. And I made blunder, but no excuses. Managing errors is part of tournament play. It's one of the biggest parts of tournament play. Managing yourself. People don't really play perfect except for under the craziest of circumstances, which is like the grand finals of EF. Yeah. Top ability. The Japanese players don't really hate each other's soul, but they do hate losing. They do hate losing. Right? Shiwapon, wanted to win so bad. Wants to beat Tonchan so bad. So he's got that fire, and he's going to take that fire to the next tournament and the next event. And I hope he gets it. But I believe he can and will. I do think Shiwapon is a super amazing player. Tonchan too, of course. But yeah. But they definitely got the fighting spirit. So even if they've got camaraderie, even if there's a friendship, they want to beat each other up really good. I mean, actually, put it this way, Chibita, one of the friendliest guys, one of the coolest guys. Chibita oozes coolness, but he also oozes friendliness. He is a nice guy. But when he's playing VF, he just wants to beat everyone up. He loves beating everyone up. It's the joy of beating people up. And it's the same for Chinpanjae. Chinpanjae, super aggressive Jackie, the most aggressive Jackie, technically, and insanely high level player. Very friendly in person. Everyone's buddy. Everyone's drinking buddy. He's like the perfect drinking buddy. He's an awesome guy. He made all the American players feel so welcomed. And he was even his English might not be the best, but he doesn't care. He's gonna come up, we're gonna have fun. But he's also like Chibita. That guy has a real burning joy of beating you up in Virtua Fighter. He lives to beat people up in Virtua Fighter. So that's a fighting spirit. He doesn't have to hate the opponent's soul, he just has to love beating them up. So, and I'm kind of like that way too, if I'm being honest. So, yep, exactly. Yes, is that Rocky 4? So, I think that was Rocky 4. So, yeah. But yeah, Hearts on Fire, Strong Desire. And that's how they are, yeah. So it was amazing meeting the Japanese VF players. Maybe it's just that we're all old guys, so we're friendlier about it in this old age. We don't have time for being bitter. I mean, okay, Shiwapon is bitter. Shiwapon is not happy with his performance. But Virgo isn't either. Virgo is one of the friendliest. Cool. Virgo is also oozes cool. Virgo is Mr. Popular. He's a really funny guy. He's a handsome guy. He's a charming guy. And he's a friendly guy. But yeah, his Virtua Fighter is fierce. It's smart. And, he wants to beat Shiwapon and Tonchan really badly. Because those two players have his number right now. And so he's fighting hard to beat them down. Actually, that's, again, I'll repeat it. I'll repeat what Kurita said. In the Virtua Fighter esports top 8, going into the top 8, the winner's bracket top 4 players were all professional licensed players. Players that got a license at the Challenge Cup series that Sega held for the past year and a half. The bottom 4, positions 5 through 8 were not. Positions 5 through... And now, some people get confused because Tonchan was wearing a normal shirt like this. But Tonchan is a professional. He is the best, like, he's considered the best right now in Virtua Fighter. And, but he's professional, he just didn't wear the pro shirt. But it confused everybody, including the English commentators, you know, because they were like, oh, now he gets one of those shirts. And it's like, he already has it, he just didn't wear it today. But, yeah, Virgo's burning to do it. And Himajan, Japanese player living in Toronto right now, said it best. You know, he said that all the strong players really hate losing. They hate it so much. They don't have to hate their opponent. They just hate losing. You know? Any notable upsets? Yeah, well, notable upsets is... There's always notable upsets. They're all over the place. They happen. But in that top 8, things kind of went that way. But I thought Densetsu was going to win against the Lei Fei player. Lei Fei player is really strong, though. But that Lei Fei player is really, really strong. And that Lei Fei player took out Chibita also. We were cheering for Chibita, but we didn't see it. That happened off stream. Chibita was fighting to get into the top 8 and lost to the Lei Fei player. I mean, maybe the Taka player has some upsets, but the Taka, like, they're all really good. The top 8 are all really good players, right? Yu Sarah is insanely strong. So, totally understand that even though Yu Sarah placed, I think, tied for 6th, I think Yu Sarah is really not happy with that result. You know? Or no, I think they're in the 8th. Yeah, but Yu Sarah is not happy with the result. I think Densetsu, I was betting on Densetsu winning their match. But that's not really an upset. That's just kind of a normal match. Yeah. Gentleman Thief, it wasn't an upset, but Gentleman Thief lost in a good match, but I didn't see it, against the #1 female Virtua Fighter player. The women players are good though. Like, Homestay Akira's wife is like stronger than any American player as far as I know. So then the woman player that's stronger than even her is the player that Gentleman Thief had to fight. Yeah, Tetsuko is insanely strong and so humble about it. And happy to help, happy to give advice, happy to help anything. But Tetsuko, I believe, is stronger than any American player and any Western player. She's really strong, but she definitely sets this bar. So again, a female player that's even stronger than her is what Gentleman Thief had to face. And I think Adam is the player with the highest that got the highest rank at Evo from the Western players. I think Adam got tied for 67, so that I think he won maybe 2 more than GT or me or Shidosha. I have the same rank as Shidosha, so I almost won my match. If I won my match, I would have fought Shiranoku. And Shiranoku's Jackie would have destroyed me, but that would have been awesome. But I enjoyed my match with Alpha. I fought an opponent that was very similar in skill to me, and I was honored to fight Alpha. So yeah. But I am motivated. Having played there, I'm confident that I can get stronger. I'm confident there's a lot for me to learn. So what happened when I fought in the arcades against these players? They know, it is your usual stuff. They know the situation. They know how to handle situations. They can find solutions so fast to what you're doing. But you're still able to win because Virtua Fighter is this constant cycle of situation checks and constant cycle of pressure. So there's always something I can do. You can always fight your way out of the paper bag in this game. And I was in winning positions against some of the best players. So I fought really well too, but but on average, no. Yeah. There is cycle through a bag of tricks, but that's hard to do against the Japanese. If you dig into the bag of tricks, you can do brilliant plays, but there's a very strong, like, you're really squeezing that through a very narrow hole. You know, so it's like very specific gambles. You got to know what the gamble was. It's not going to do it by happenstance, you know. But they might be surprised by what you do. But mostly it's that you kind of read them at the right moment, and you gamble really hard on those right moments. So you maximize your reward at that pinpoint moment, and you attack a pressure point as hard as you can. That's how you win rounds against the Japanese, right? And then outside of that, try not to make mistakes as much. Try not to make gross errors. But if you do, because for every gross error you make, you need a super brilliant play to turn that crap around. You know? Yeah. So much fun though. And I'm glad that I had good matches. But there's sometimes you also have to know when they're, and you have to accept if somebody's stronger than you, if they start doing skill checking, you have to accept it, and it's an opportunity to improve. It is. So when they skill check me, I don't mind that. And I'm like, okay, let's pass this test. Because there's no room to complain. There's just answer the question, you know? Pass the test. Like, do you know what you're supposed to do in this, or do you know the good options in this situation? Do you know, can you stop doing the bad option in this situation? Okay. And so that happened against some players. And it was awesome because a lot of times I got the answer right. I'm like, I know what you're doing, I'm going to win, and I'm going to take this win because you skill checked me. You know? And I knew it, and I knew the answer. I just am maybe less disciplined in the moment. You know? But I'm going to be ready for the test when I see a test in front of me. So, because it's a read like any other. Hey Dizo, awesome to see you. Dizo, I'm coming to Seattle next week, Wednesday, Capitol Hill. And then I'm coming back to Everett, Washington, May 6th, or May 5th and 6th. So be there. Let's play VF. Let's hang out. Let's have fun. Yeah. You know, you can't hate the player, you gotta hate the game. But the fact is if they're that much stronger than you, you're the one that's gotta prove it, that you can fight them. So, you know, I'm not gonna complain because they gave me a test. I'm just gonna ace the test and say next. You know? So, low jab is normal. Okay, low jab is a legit thing. Like multiple low jab, that's legit. I learned this from Adam Yuki. When you fight players that are high speeding you, like me, when you see me fighting like this, like doing this, moving around, poking you and winning, sometimes just do this and just wait until you see it hits twice, then do your launcher. You'd be surprised how much that works against. I even do that to Jimmy Claymore if he's playing fast, you know, and it works. I do it to Dennis 0201. It works. You know, sometimes this is fine. You know? Tetsuko, good to see you. We were just talking about you. I was explaining how strong you are, but how generous you are too, and you know. But it's so good to see you, Tetsuko. I hope you're doing well. You know. But Americans were asking what Japanese think about American players, and I told them my impression. Yeah. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, yes. Mortal Kombat, definitely low pitch match, right? I heard sometime before, someone told me they asked Homestay Akira, what is some advice? And he just said, just mash more. And just like when I fought a strong Sarah at Arcade Mikado, you know, what happened, Chimpanjay looked at me, said, Chanchai, use one kick. Use it more. I was like, okay, and I started winning rounds. You know, so yeah, so Yeah, Japan. I want to go back to Japan so bad. I want to hang out with Tetsuko so bad and hang out with the Japanese players so much. Just play lots of VF and go to the bar again too. I don't even drink much. I think Homestay, Tetsuko, and I don't think we drink that much, but it's so much fun being in the community. So I'm excited that next week we're going to be in the community in Seattle, and in 3.5 weeks we will be in the community north of Seattle. Thank you so much. Let's go. How are you doing? Are you having a lot of fun? Did you enjoy Evo Japan? Absolutely. Top Villainy, I think, is a New York player that's got a lot of swagger. So yeah. I think Top Villainy has a lot of swagger. Yeah. Oh gosh, I've got invitation from Jeff. Let's try this. Alright, I want Own Jeff to come out to Seattle. And to come out to, especially to Fight Kingdom. Own Jeff, come out to Fight Kingdom. Own Jeff is a wonderful player from Vancouver, BC. Used to be known as Mackfactor. Oh no, really? You left the room? Okay, good. Let's do this. So good to see you, my friend. So Own Jeff used to be known as Mackfactor. Awesome guy. He hasn't been playing VF as much recently, but I want him to come out to Fight Kingdom. Right now they're running wild because they don't have school tomorrow. I love hanging out with you guys. Good to see. But I will send them to bed at some point. Very nice. Own Jeff does speak Japanese, and he does communicate with the Japanese players. So I think he didn't know that I have this Okizeme now. This Okizeme was taught to me by Nero. So that if you can get the opponent to roll to the side after half circle back throw, learn the timing for how to use the stance, forward stance, because the timing works. But you still have to, like, I had to do a dash, and I had to guess that he was going to do a side roll and watch and respond to that. I'm not perfect with this Oki, but it's a very scary Oki.
Ready, go!
I wish I could have made that second hit.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Nah, not Leo. That's it. Okay. Nice. forgot. He used to remember that I will do that, and then he used to always do that. So. It's been a while. We're back. Very good. VF Dad? I'm not sure I follow, but... I want to get used to that situation. That was good. I see. So I told Jeff that we're gonna have offline VF this month and next month, so let's do it. And because I think that's what he wants to come back to.
Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Ah, that was good.
Knockout.
That's good.
Round four. Ready, go! Knockout. Round five. Ready, go! Knockout.
Thought I got it. I thought I had the timing. That was really good though.
この強さが欲しかったのだ。
So much fun. Yeah, VF is an evil game because it's hard to stop. We tend to run back this game like crazy. I'm gonna send my kids to bed so I can
Excellent.
Lei Fei is also the master of the ball. that's so cool.
Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go. Knockout. いかがかな Round 1. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
I thought I got it. I thought I got it.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Thought I can 4P that. Can't. He's got the meds. If I evade it, I have to not hit a button until that thing stops me. So much fun. It's good to fight you again, old friend.
Round 1. Ready, go! Ring out.
Yep.
Round 2. Ready, go!
went for the grab. Okay. That was excellent.
Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go!
God, that sucks. Boxing the frames and then
Round
I can't
three.
hit it.
Ready, go!
Yeah. Alright, 9K it is. Got it. Alright, let's try this a bunch.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout.
Man, can't evade that.
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout. Round four. Ready, go! Knockout.
Punch the fiddle punch. That's good. Good hits.
いかがかな? Round one. Ready, go!
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout!
I was hoping I would hit on the ground, but I won't. 6-6 KK if I'm really confident. So I can just.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Ring out! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
Hey, Sorensen, good to see you. Really, really good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing
I
well.
want a serious fight.
Oh, man. My day's been a good one.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Still got it. Totally. He is so amazing.
A serious fight!
I think so. I think that was a really good game. Have you been able to fight him recently, or is this the first time you've also seen him in a while? It's good to see you, Paul. I will definitely do a late night show tonight. So. Hello.
Ready, go!
That's the first time I've seen back there all the time. That's great.
Ready, go!
Good battle.
Round one. Ready, go! Excellent! Round two. Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout. Round four. Ready, go! Knockout. Round five. Ready, go!
I think my wife sent the kids to bed already, but let's see.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
My time is here.
Probably not. I don't expect too much of the PlayStation camera. I use it purely out of convenience.
Knockout. Round four. Ready, go! Knockout. Round five. Ready, go! Ring out.
I did not intend to beat that. But it's okay. It's what it is. Damn, that was really fun.
この強さが欲しかったのだ。
The only way to boost the voice is to, well, you can't lower the stick sound, so that sucks, but
Round one.
mute the stick.
Ready, go! Ring out. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Ring out. Round four. Ready, go!
Can't leave here. God, that thing hits hard.
強さが怖い。
one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout!
I want a serious fight.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round two. Ready, go! Ring out! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout!
Can't evade any of those. Okay.
Round four. Ready, go! Knockout!
I need to. I think I can punish this. I think I can punish this. Let's see.
いかがかな?
It's dangerous if I'm wrong about that.
Round one. Ready, go! Excellent! Round two. Ready, go! Excellent! Round three. Ready, go! Round one. Ready, go! Ring out. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Knockout. Round four. Ready, go! Excellent. この強さが欲しかったのだ。Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
This is Mackfactor. It's Mackfactor from Vancouver, BC.
Ready, go!
Hey, now it's good to see you.
Knockout.
Forgot. No.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. three. Ready, go!
Man, I wish that would hit. Too early.
Round five. Ready, go!
Minus 15, right? 9K's gotta be minus 15. Could be minus 15.
See? I thought I'm better.
Hey Jason, how's it going? Thanks. Ah, it's okay. I think I'm supposed to minus 15 that, right? So, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks. I'm working on it. Working on it. Was it minus 13? Okay. Alright. So 9K is minus 13. Thank you very much, Jason.
Ready, go!
I gotta just not like fall for that. Just backdash a mate or something. But like not fall for that.
Ready, go!
Oh, that would be cool if that worked. Those last 5 moves were inspired by you, Jason. Those were that I was trying to dig into the Jason Allen playbook. It's when I know I have to work on my side turn game, so I've been working very hard at it, but it's still not natural for me. The way it's very like you make it look very easy, and I'm working on it. Something about that sequence always messes me. Is it full circular? Like, is that a full circular sequence? Because I always get messed by it. I try to evade it, and I always lose it. I need to level it. It's that certain kick stance turn sequence. I always want to evade it, and I always fail. Maybe it's got guaranteed? I don't know. We work on it together, you know. I'll if I ever have worthy notes, I will share them with you. So, but it's like, man, a lot of it's just making sure. I just need to know the situations better and make it natural. fall for that shit. I botched it, but... Thank you, man. Thanks.
Ready, go!
Man, now he knows I'm trying to work on backdash evade there. I failed at it, but still. Man, the thing about that move, you gotta evade the opposite direction of what it looks like. The 6P. 6P is so neat. KK. Guess. Let's get used to the guesses.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go!
That was fun. Jump K is so much fun. Jump K, I mean, depends on the opponent, but not really for Lei Fei. But it's still fun. 8K is good. 8K, yeah, serves the job there. Same job. 8K, actually, Hop K can actually beat mid-rising attack also. That's the reason I use it. Is because it can also win against the mid-riser.
Round 1. Ready, go!
God. I keep thinking I can evade, cannot evade. Yeah, because it does like, I think it does more than 20 damage, so. Just get used to it. Yeah. Sometimes I do a crouch dash first. Something like this. But of course, your 4-6K plus G is better there. So that's what I learned from you a long time ago, from your guide. That was it. I thought that would hit him. That would be cool if that hit him. EX high. So at least we know that he's crouching during that roll. Oh, thank you very much. Was I on stream? Oh, you mean during the Arcade Mikado? Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for your support. So, I appreciate it.
Round 1. Ready, go!
punish the PP.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Thanks, I will. There it is.
Round 4. Ready, go!
That was very cool.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Oh my god, that backdash fade tech is really good. Completely wrecked by that. That was good. Man, what is that? That was cool. Yeah, Nero was the one who showed me half circle back throw into stance KK. So this. But the timing is hard. Timing is hard. Yeah, he's a Vancouver, BC player from a long time ago. Because he came out about it, I can tell everyone now that he's Mackfactor. He's really good. He's been playing a lot in for a lot, 2 years ago when Ultimate Showdown came out. He played a lot. He actually used to play VF5 Vanilla. He didn't like Final Showdown, so he didn't play it. But then I'm screwing up my inputs. Let me rotate my stick or something. Yeah, so you do this, dash, and you gotta watch what they do. What the Japanese players actually do is they'll do the first kick, and then based on what the opponent does, they may do the second kick to time to beat it, but they also might just cancel into stance and do something else. Sometimes if they see the opponents just wake up normal or tech roll, they might do like the 2KK option. But so it takes a while to get used to the timing with it. But they actually have a lot of options from the forward stance after half circle back throw if the opponent does back leg side roll. Yeah, so the opponent tech rolls, they can't tech roll, but I mean if they side roll, right?
Round 3. Ready, go!
My time is here.
So the other thing for you to know, in Japan, something that they do, like let's say you have PKP from the side, right? If you get a guaranteed PKP from the side, do PK, delay the last P. It's still guaranteed, but you'll get more carry and you'll get more carry. So it helps set up like a wall combo. So. So like I should have done this and then do the P. So you'll practice it and you'll get larger range. You'll get more carry from the PKP. And so that increases the chance that you can wall combo them. I forgot what they have a name for that technique too. Or I think they said that's a Chibita innovation, the PK delay P.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Okay, I didn't know I could do that much carry. Not too close to do that. So.
Round 2. Ready, go! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 4. Ready,
Thanks for that tip. I'll try that. That sounds so awesome. Oh man, he went for the mid.
knockout. Round 5. Ready, go!
So gonna get rid of that move. P plus KPP. Thank you for the matches, Jeff. I really appreciate it. That was really good. First to 20. What's that? Huh. Good to know.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Very good game. Thank you so much. Alright, I'm going to take a break. I will come back later on tonight at some point. But I'm going to need to pee. I'm going to chat with Owen Jeff because catch up. And yeah. But thanks a lot. Thanks for the tech, Jason. You know I'm always about sharing the tech, so let's keep sharing Leon tech. PP4P. You know, in the beginning of Final Showdown, we used PP4P to sustain and do more damage, but then that was before I think the Japanese cracked the code for how to do insane wall damage. So so it was like doing vanilla style wall combos with PP4P, but there is some. But yeah, but you're probably talking about the angle crap. Yeah, doing the stuff from the angle, like 30 degree. And then do PP4P so they hit the wall like Chibita does, and you have guaranteed hits from that. Yeah, that would be awesome if you master that, man. I hope you master that soon, because that would be really the PP4P stuff where you get all that guaranteed stuff, a lot like parallel to the wall or angled. So good. But thank you very much. You have a nice day too, and I do hope to be back on a little later tonight. I'm gonna take care of a few things. And thanks everyone. This was a really good time. Cheers. And yeah, it is. But like with the wall, it's really insane. It's really, really insane. So let's see here. I think someone else is playing BF, so let's forward that, and then I'll be back a little later. Okay, be nice to this person, Flashman. I don't know who they are, but anyone streaming Virtua Fighter, please be supportive and help them out. Hey, also, I'm going to chat with you after I use the restroom, but I did want to chat and thank you for the matches today. I was really happy that we got to play. I hope you got my message on Twitter. But there's going to be a fun offline event in Everett, Washington, really close to Vancouver. It's going to be May 5th and 6th. I'm going to make the whole weekend a VF gathering. So we're playing lots of offline VF. And there's quite a few people showing up. Dark Nova's going to be there too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So you might have busy plans, but if you're available, I hope you can come out. Everett, Washington, just south of Vancouver. It's really close. It's on the border. And I'm going to be there at the Courtyard Marriott Courtyard Hotel. It's a tournament, but you can go for the tournament if you want, but you can also... I think you are able to, yes. I think so now. I think everyone's loosened up at this point. And if not, you can still come, and we're going to have a gathering, okay? We're going to have a gathering. But, you know... Nova was just in Japan without it. People have loosened up at this point, so we're okay. I mean, in the United States, they have declared it no longer an emergency, right? Like they're citing that bill, so I think you don't have to worry about that part. Okay. But let's have some fun offline VF together and online VF too, if you are able to. I know you're busy, but I love playing you, man. I love these sets. Thank you so much. I felt like I learned a lot. I got to try a lot of things in the sequences that you put pressure on me, and it's good. It's hard, but it's good. But Lei Fei has been a very difficult matchup for me for like 9 months at least, so I need to work on a lot, but I'm really enjoying it. And some stuff I keep falling into where I think I can evade and it doesn't look like it's possible. Like sometimes it might just be that I'm just forced side turn and I don't realize that I'm side locked, you know. So I need to work on that. But man, thank you. You're always showing me a lot, and I learned a lot in our match and series today. But I'll chat with you. I'll send you info about the event. It's gonna be good. It's not a far travel from Vancouver, so as long as you got a passport, you're okay. I'm trying to get IU Fanboy out because he's been playing more. He's been playing great VF. But I know Victoria and Vancouver are nothing like they're far apart because of the water. We got quite a few people. A lot of people from Washington State, but some cool people. I think you're gonna really get along with them. I think you're gonna really get along with Dark Nova Void. I think you will actually get along with somebody I'm not gonna name, but they're awesome, and I hope they come. They're really strong. And then there is LD Wells is really good. He's got a Lei Fei also, and he's gotten stronger, and he's gonna come. And there's Pasadena, who's getting stronger. But there's quite a few people, and Chris from my area, from Portland's coming. So we're gonna have a good amount of VF people to play. I am bringing a setup. They've got setups there, but I am also bringing a setup so that we have more setups to play with. We're gonna make this a lot of fun for everyone that comes, and I promise you, I'm gonna make it fun for you too. So let's do it. Yeah. All right, man. I will catch you a bit later. Let's chat on Twitter, and thank you everybody for the support. This was awesome. And I think I got the raid, so yeah. Yep, I got the raid to flash.